Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. And no, your eyes are not deceiving you. As you can see on the board right there, for the first time ever, we are going to go ahead and play a little History Maker Baseball. This is the first time I have ever done this game. I have watched so many people play it, and they offered a very good deal on the all-time franchise greats, which I picked up, including the extras. So I thought I'd go ahead and give this game a try and finally pull the trigger on it. So I'm not going to be playing any seasons like this. I may do a tournament, but today we're just going to play a practice game of History Maker Baseball featuring the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Mets. We're going to play this game at Shea Stadium. We'll do it at Shea Stadium, and I kind of figured a very good pitching matchup. I don't think anybody would have a problem with a pitching matchup between Sandy Koufax and Tom Seaver. I don't think anybody have a problem with that kind of pitching matchup to this. I created my own lineups. I randomly selected players for each position from each team. Randomly selected players. So this is what we got for this game. And so we're going to give this a try here. Kurt Berglund, Clee baseball fan, Doug Hunt, Michael Yoder, Hardwood Heaven all join us here at Shea Stadium. So I have the instructions right next to me. And of course I actually got the big book. I got the big book here right next to me. And because these cards are pretty small, I tried to go ahead and bring my camera in a little bit closer. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. Maybe I should just kept it the level it was at. But for this practice game, we'll just leave it as, and I'll just have the book right next to me. I can actually put the book in front of me here if I want, and see if we can play that here. So this is the first time I'm playing this game, but I have watched millions, or not millions, but hundreds of playthroughs with this, being done, of course, by Steve Tower, of course, who is the History Maker Baseball guru, just like you guys call me the Inside Pitch guru. So, of course, he does it, and, of course, also does and of course, Baseball Demos plays it well. And so we're going to see how this game goes. So please be easy with me as I roll the dice on this. I have the instructions here. I have the book here. And we're about to see what happens. Yes, Michael Yoder. It's going to be starting pitcher for the New York Mets is going to be, of course, the terrific one. And, of course, one of the greatest of all time, the franchise, 1971 Tom Seaver. And in 1971, he was 20-10. He had 209 strikeouts, a 1.76 ERA, and of course, he won the Cy Young that year. The umpires were randomly chosen as well. So to see how this goes. For this practice game, I'm not going to use game day weather effects. I am not going to use hot or cold or anything like that, or dissonant, or all teams are harmonious, and that's as far as I'm concerned, and that's how it's going to be. No hot or cold players. I just want to make this I want to get a run through and see how this will work. So all players are harmonious. Everybody's harmonious. Just wanted to play a nice little quick game of baseball here. And as I said, I didn't think anybody have a problem with a pitching matchup between Tom Seaver and Sandy Koufax. I didn't think anyone would have an issue with this. The Mets are going to be the home team. I didn't bring out the logos for this one, so we're going to try to play this game. So I got the lineups, of course, all set and ready. And as I said, we're not going to do any game day. I do know how to run semi-qualities and that kind of things, and the mini charts. And if I have any questions, I'll get the rule books and such. But I think it was finally time to get History Maker on the board here. Give it a try. and see if I like it. I already do. I already do like it. I already do like History Maker. I just never thought I really wanted to play it. I like watching everybody else play it, but on Black Friday it was such a great deal to go ahead and pick up the game with the all-time franchise greats, including the new ones. Like for instance, here's Edwin Diaz, relief pitcher for the Mets and such. So I just felt it'd be we'll try this out. So good to have you people here for a little History Maker Baseball, a practice game, and we'll see what we got here. So we are going to use Shea Stadium instead of Citi Field. There are more players here from the Shea era than there are from the Citi Field era, so I will use Shea Stadium for the game. Normal on both sides. Art France is going to be the home plate umpire. I'll have Charlie Berry at first base, Lee Ballanfan at second base, and Jim Honachek will be at third. I have the lineup cards over here and such. I can still get to them in case you need to check fielding and such. And we'll see. We will see what happens here. Got a good crowd here for this. Okay, not bad. I thought you guys would be ready watching the college football playoff. I'm going to switch to that as soon as we get done here. And of course, our Red Sox fan, the king of the hill, Keith Walensky, Philip Reynolds. Yep, you can't go wrong with a Seaver Koufax matchup. Certainly cannot do that. So let's try to play. So as I said, both teams are going to be harmonious and will be harmonious. No hot and cold. I just want to play a game here and get used to the mechanics a little bit because I've seen our Red Sox fan play it. I've seen, of course, Steve Tower. He's the guru of HMB. So let's try to play. So as I said, Tom Seaver will be the starting pitcher, and let's see how this goes. Of course, all pitchers are fresh. Seaver is 1971. Koufax is 1966, and according to the book for freshness, which is right here. At least I thought I had it. I think. Let's see here. They're going to be fresh innings. Let's see. They're both really from the expansion era. So both Seaver and Koufax will be fresh for 4 innings and semi-fresh for 5, 6, and 7. So let's try it out here. Let's play. Let's get enough talk. Let's play some baseball. Leading off for the Dodgers is going to be 1949 Jackie Robinson. I don't care what anybody says. Jackie Robinson was the most exciting player in baseball history. So he goes ahead and he will go up against Tom Seaver. So Jackie, this is 1949 Jackie Robinson. He had a 342 average, 16 homers, and 203 hits. Jackie Robinson is the most exciting player in baseball history, and he will lead off. So let's see how this goes. Let's play. So that is a 1-3-4 and 1-3-4 Gold Catcher strikeout. The catcher for the Mets I have is Mike Piazza, and he is not gold. He is not gold. And there is an I here, so let's see here. And let's see. 1-3-4 is Robinson a champion? He is a semi-champion. The decider die says yes. So that's going to be a single to left field. So Jackie Robinson leads off with a base hit. I'm still keeping track of. I do have the card here. I do have a score sheet. So Jackie Robinson, thank you very much, there, Al. I always try. This is just a makeup setup. If I play a real game or something like that, we'll go ahead and I'll make it better. So Jackie Robinson leads off with a hit, and he is active. And I know if correct if he's active, he's semi-active. So let's see if I remember how to do that. So he is semi-active, and I think I have to roll on that, don't I? See if he steals. So let's go to the book here, and let's see. So let's see here. So he is so he got a base hit. He is semi-active. I don't think he does anything unless it states it does, right? Let's see here. Where is that? So semi, he was active. Good to see D. Scott Howard, the GOAT Whisperer. So base runners are given qualities for speed, active or stoic. And let me look at the board here. So, like I said, we got to learn the game. So David Vega is here. So he's semi-active. So the question is, does he? I guess he tries to steal. If I roll the decider die on that, like I said, got to learn the game. So let's see here. So let's see, semi-active. Where are you? Doesn't tell me any place. So, we'll get this right. I think I said it. I know he was up. Roll dot die if you want to steal to see if he gets the lead. Okay. And he does not get the lead, so I'm not going to let him steal. He'll stay put. All right. So Robinson will stay at first base. And the next batter will be the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. He is 1954. He had 309 average, 10 home runs, and he is going to bat next. So Pee Wee Reese right behind Jackie Robinson, of course, Hall of Famer, and of course those two were very good friends. So we will roll, and that is a 3-3-5. And wild pitch. No, Seaver is not wild. 3-3-5 sad sack. And he is not that. He is not a sad sack. So 3-3-5. Single to right field. Stolen base. Stoic holds. So a single to right field. And let's see. Single to right field. It doesn't give me the base running here. Runners advance. Okay. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit, single or double. So that means Robinson goes to third. Reese goes to first. And it does say stoic holds. He is not stoic. So I guess he tries to steal. Let me get the stolen base information here because I have it right here someplace. Attempts extra. Let's see here. Come here. Shows you how much I'm really set up for this. So attempt stolen base. There it is. Attempt stolen base. Stoic rowers cannot get jump. So let's see. So we roll attempt stolen base. And that is a decider die. So he does get the jump. And then if yes, then roll die and refer to table below. Mike Piazza has as a normal arm. So we will roll, and that is a 5 and a 1-5 on range above, runner steal base. Otherwise, runner throw out stealing. So Pee Wee Reese tried to steal, and believe it or not, Mike Piazza threw him out, which was something he didn't do often. So that is a single for Reese, but he is caught stealing, and that's going to be 1 out. You know, I don't have my out chart. Let's get that. So that is going to be 1 out. And let's see. It says stolen base. So if it's stolen base, it's automatically a stolen base. Okay, that's right. Stolen base. So he does steal. All right. He does steal. So nobody out. So make it first runners at first and second and third. Okay, so Pee Wee Reese and Jackie Robinson, runners at second and third. We're in the first inning already. Seaver having some issues. And the next batter for the Dodgers is going to be left fielder, 1985, Pedro Guerrero, the original beast mode. 320 batting average, 33 home runs in that year. So Pedro Guerrero, I have batting third. Runners at second and third. The infield's going to play normal. And that is a 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? He is not a whiffer. And 1-5-6, outfield drama. So I go to outfield drama, which is right here. So outfield drama, I'll roll the red and the blue. So outfield drama, as Pedro Guerrero hits one here. Let's see. And that is a 15, left fielder gold. The left fielder is Cleon Jones, And he is semi-gold. And he is going to be gold. So, yes, I should have rolled that with it. So, it's a set. He is gold. Running stab of sharp drive to left field, fly out. So, that's going to be out number 1. And the question is, so let's see. So, double play on grunt. So, that was a 1-5. So, runners hold on flyouts. So nobody score. Active runners score from second on any 2 hits. So no, nobody scores. So that's fly out. That'll be a fly out to Jones. That's a fly out to left. So 1 out. As Jones, I should have rolled the decider die with it, but that's okay. So Cleon Jones makes a great play out there. So 1 down. Next batter is going to be the right fielder, 2001 Sean Green. He's going to go ahead and bat there. And it says we now go to it is purple. So I think that means we go to team chemistry. So I guess we go to the team chemistry chart. If I'm right about this, I think, because it had a purple result. So I think you go to the team chemistry chart, which is next. So team chemistry is next. I guess that's how that works. Okay, Michael Canastari is with me, correct? So it's going to be Sean Green with still runners at second and third and 1 out. All teams are harmony. I just didn't decide to do that for a practice game. I'm just rolling. They're all everyone's harmonious on both sides. Everyone's feeling good. And that is, I should have taken the black out. That is 36. Batting team harmony, yes. Enthused batter knocks deep drive off of wall, double. Otherwise, pop out to left field. So Robinson is going to come in to score. P. Reese is going to come in to score. It's going to be a double for Sean Green. And the Dodgers take a quick 2-0 lead on Tom Seaver. So a 2 RBI double by Sean Green. And already 2-0 on already 2-0 in favor of the Dodgers, and there's still only 1 out. So now we go back to the main chart. So Sean Green on at second base. The next batter will be center fielder Duke 1953 Duke Snyder, 336 average and 42 home runs that year. So Duke Snyder will bat fifth. Green on at second, still 1 out, top of the first. Not looking good for Seaver here. And that is a 2.55. 2.55. Is he a star? Is Seaver a star? No, he is not. 2.55. Is Duke Snyder a home run king? He is a semi home run king. Semi-home run king, but the decider die says no. Instead, that's going to be a fly out to left. And 1 of 2, let's see. Fielder's choice on groundouts. Active runner on third base scores on flyouts. Nobody there. Others hold. So Green stays at second base, and that is going to be a fly out by Snyder. After further review with Steve Tower. I'm glad you're here, Steve, because I'm going to need lots of help, I think. 2 outs. Already the Dodgers have a 2-0 lead here on my boy Seaver. So 2 away. And that will bring up the first baseman, 1975, Steve Garvey. 319 batting average, 18 home runs that year. So Steve Garvey will bat with 2 outs here. 2-0 already in favor of the Dodgers. Seaver will pitch. And that is a 5.66. Is he wild? No. Does Garvey have a good eye? No. So that's going to be a swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning will end. First strikeout for Seaver. So 2 runs, 3 hits for the Dodgers. And they have a 2-0 lead going to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers, 1966, the greatest left-hander in baseball history, Sandy Koufax. I don't care what anybody says. He was the best left-hander ever. He is my opening day starter on any team I have. If there is one, I don't care what anyone says, if there is one game you absolutely have to have, who's your starting pitcher? Of course, you're going to take Koufax. So Sandy Koufax will start the bottom of the first inning here, and the Mets will begin. Leading off for the Mets, 1986, Mookie Wilson. He'll be in center field. 289 batting average, and he had 9 home runs that year. So Koufax, he will start the inning off for the Dodgers here. And that is a 2-2-3. And is he wild? No. Is slugger Wilson a slugger or utility? Wilson's a semi-slugger. The decider die says no. That's going to be a single to left field and an active steals. So Mookie Wilson, is he going to be active? Yes, he is, and he's going to steal second base. So Mookie Wilson leads off with a base hit, and he'll get a steal. Stolen base for Mookie Wilson. So now the question is, do I need to roll a chance for an error on that? I don't think so. It's an automatic steal, I think, right? So Wilson steals second base. And we're going to stay in 1986 with the second baseman, Wally Backman for the Mets. And he did usually bat second. And 320 average, a homer in 1986. Wally Backman was excellent. Yes, Keith. Sandy Koufax pitched in a lot of pain throughout his later years. If Koufax had pitched a normal career, went all the way to 40 wins or 40 years old or anything, I'm pretty sure Sandy Koufax would have finished with over 300 wins and easily over 3,000 strikeouts. So Wally Backman will go ahead and he will bat against Koufax. 1-5-6. And is he a whiffer? No. And that's outfield drama. So we go to outfield drama. This video needed a 1986 trigger warning. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Steve. I completely forgot about that. My bad. So we have outfield drama. Really should roll that. Take that out. That is a 2-6. And center fielder, is he stoic? Center fielder for the Dodgers is Snyder. And he is not. He is normal. He is not. So he's gonna make a grab for the out. He's gonna make a grab for the out and active runner on third, and all runners will hold. So that's one out. So Duke Snyder will actually make the catch out there. He'll fly out to center. A little roller down the line. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight in the Mets. Oh, sorry about that, Steve. Next batter at batting third is going to be the catcher, Mike Piazza, best hitting catcher in baseball history. They actually have Mike Piazza also on the Dodgers. So the thing about it is you actually get a choice for some of these. You have Mike Piazza for the Mets and Mike Piazza for the Dodgers. Roy Campanella came up for the Dodger catcher, so it's very possible Piazza could have been on the Dodgers in this game. If that was the case, I'm not going to have two players with the same name play against each other. That would have been kind of stupid in my opinion. So what I did is I rolled for the Dodger lineups first. So Mike Piazza will bat against Koufax. There is one out here in the bottom of the first. Boy, this is going to take a while to play. I know. He's got multiple World Series rings playing in 1986. Yes. How many World Series the Red Sox have won since then? We are very aware. I believe the number is 4. How many of the Mets won then? None. But 1986 is still the greatest baseball season ever. Let's see. So that's actually, now we got to go to the, actually I was supposed to roll in the chemistry chart. So we now go to the team chemistry chart. We'll re-roll that. So 55 on the team chemistry. Pitching team dissonance. No. That's going to be a foul out to the catcher. Both teams are harmonious. That's going to be a pop out to the catcher as Piazza sends it up the chimney, and that will be caught by Roy Campanella for out number 2. The 1985 season was pretty darn good also. Next up, batting fourth is the right fielder, the young man with the straw, 1990 Darryl Strawberry. And he batted .277 with 37 bombs in 1990. So Darryl Strawberry will bat. He will go ahead and bat fourth in this. We now go back to the main chart. I'll get this right. So Koufax will pitch. And that is a 1-3-4 gold catcher strikeout. Campanella is not gold. Campanella is not gold. Champion. Strawberry is not a champion. Instead, that's outfield drama again. So outfield drama once again. So we'll have outfield drama. And that is a 25. Center fielder, iron. Snyder's in center field. He is not iron. He is not iron. Otherwise, he's going to make a running grab of a looping liner for the out, and that will retire the side. And yes, Steve Tower goes, Darryl. No runs and a hit for the Mets. 2-0 in favor of the Dodgers. I'll have to make a better setup for this, especially with the book. I really need to have the book next to me. I'll work on it. It's just a practice game. Top of the second. Seaver back on the mound. Leading off for the Dodgers is going to be the third baseman, the Penguin, 1979 Ron Shea. Ron Shea's .281 average and 28 home runs in 1979. The Penguin is on there. So 2-0 Dodgers. Seaver with the pitch. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? Of course not. Champion or patient? Ron Shea is semi-champion or semi-patient. That is a decide or die. That is good. That's going to be a walk. So Ron Shea will draw a base on balls, and he will trot to first. First walk given up by the terrific one. And that will bring up the catcher, 1953, Roy Campanella for the Dodgers. .312 average, 41 bombs. But I put him at the bottom there of the order. And when you have a catcher hitting 41 home runs in the 8th position, that's not too bad. So Campanella will bat with Shea on at first. He is semi-stoic. He's not going anywhere. So Seaver will pitch to Campanella. And that is a 3-4-6. Is he eager? No, he is not eager. And that's going to be base on balls, active steals. But he won't be able to steal because Shea is on second. So now Seaver walks Campanella. Second walk in a row. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, Sandy Koufax. Yes, the pitchers are batting in this game. So Sandy Koufax will bat, but probably lay down the bunt. And he really was not a good batter at the plate. So Koufax will lay down the bunt here with runners at first and second. So attempt bunt. So I think all I do is just roll a single die, right? There's no bunt rating or anything. Steeler fan joins us here at Shea Stadium for a little bit of History Maker baseball. So we have Ron Shea at second, Campanella first, and Koufax is going to bunt. So attempt the bunt, roll one die. And that is a 2. And let's see here. That is a 2. And active runners safe at first, runners advance, other batters out, runners advance. So that's going to be a good bunt. So that's going to move Shea to third, Campanella to second, and of course Koufax is stoic. He's going to be out, and that will be out number 1. So the bunt worked well. So runners move on a sacrifice hit. We'll say it was bunted at the plate. So runners at second and third. And that's going to bring up Robinson, and he got a single his first time up for J-Rob. Infield's going to play. I'm going to keep him. I'm going to keep him back. So infield's going to continue to play back. Runners at second and third, and Seaver will pitch to Jackie. So let's see what we have. And that is a 1-1-2. Is he flash? Yes, he is. Seaver is a flash. That is a flash. Does Jackie Robinson have a good eye? He does have a good eye, because it does come up with the good eye signal. So good eye, batter avoids strikeout, ground out, runners advance one base. So because Jackie Robinson has a good eye, he avoids the strikeout, and the runner is going to score. So Shea will come in to score. Campanella goes to third. Robinson is out. So that's 3-0 Dodgers. I think I did that right. As we look at the chart, it says 1-1-2 flash strikeout, but there's that good eye right there. So I'm pretty sure I did that correct. Here for the board. And I got the big book, by the way, there. I got the large book there, Steve Tower. I got the big one. Easier on the eyes. All right, so 2 outs, but now it's 3-0 Dodgers. And the batter is Reese. That's going to bring in the run on a ground out. Where was that? That was ground out. Could be anybody, so we'll just say ground out to second. So that'll bring up Reese. Campanella now on third with 2 outs. Pitch from Seaver. 1-1-6. And is he fresh? Yes, he is fresh. And that's going to be a called strike 3 on Reese. Second strikeout for Seaver, and the inning will end. 1 run on no hits, 2 walks, and a sacrifice. So 1 run on no hits. We'll go to the bottom of the third. So bottom of the second. So bottom of the second inning. And leading off for the Mets is going to be at first base. No, not Keith Hernandez. 1998, John Olerud. Some people say he belongs in the Hall. 354 average, 22 home runs. John Olerud, if anything, was a very, very solid player. John Olerud got the call for this, so he is going to be at first, and he will bat against Koufax. And that is a 2-3-3. Is that 2-3-3? 2-3-3. Is he an ace or a star? Of course he is. Ground out to short. 1 down. Ground out to the shortstop. Taken there easily by Pee Wee Reese. And over to first it goes. That will bring up the left fielder. 1969, Cleon Jones. 340 batting average and 12 home runs that year. So Koufax will go ahead and pitch. And that is a 1-2-6. 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Yes, he is fresh. That's going to be a line out to second, 2 down. As Koufax goes ahead and takes care of Jones easily. 2 away. And now the third baseman, 1989, Howard Johnson. He was 287 average and had 36 home runs that year. So Koufax will go ahead and pitch. And that is a 1-3-3. And is he a slugger? Is Howard Johnson a slugger? Yes, he is. Is Howard Johnson a slugger? Yes, he is. And that ball, they're not going to be able to find that one because that probably just wound up at LaGuardia Airport. Kaboom! That ball is high, deep, gone. Hojo blasts a home run to center field. So Howard Johnson gets a hold of one there because Johnson is a slugger and he blasts that one and he makes it 3-1, putting the Mets on the board. Christopher Hoffman joins us here. Got a good crowd for something like this. I didn't think you guys would be watching this here. Stadium cheers. Yay! It wasn't my best cheer. So a home run by Johnson. And now that will bring up the shortstop, Bud Harrelson, 1971. 252 average. He had no home runs. Unfortunately, the Mets are kind of weak at short in this set, but still pretty good. Yes, Christopher, I got this set for the holiday sale as well. So Koufax will pitch to Harrelson. May he rest in peace, by the way. 3-3-4. And let's see, is he an ace or a star? Yes, he is. And he popped that one up to first base. And Garvey's going to go ahead and get it, make the catch, and retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by Hojo. And it's 3-1 Dodgers now after 2. We will go to the third. This is these cards did not come with the set. These were a PDF download. I looked at them, I loved them, and you pretty much have every ballpark that you can play at. I decided on Shea Stadium. I decided on Shea because most of these players for the Mets were Shea players, not Citi Field. So I decided on Shea for this game. Finish your 1992-93 Penguins replay. Used ultra quick hockey for out-of-town scores. Pens beat Detroit 8-6 in a wild game 7. Oh, so the Pens won the Penguins beat Detroit in your Stanley Cup. So the Penguins are your Stanley Cup champs for your season. Not bad, Steeler fan. Not bad. One of these days, maybe they'll be as good as my 23-24 Panthers, but I kind of doubt that. All right, we go to the top. Let's go to the top of the third here. By the way, Steeler fan, you should watch me play Hockey Bones. I think I actually might like that game more. Leading off for the Dodgers in the top of the third is going to be Pedro Guerrero. He's 0 for 1. So let's see how this inning goes here. And that is a 2.56. Is he a struggler? Of course not. Is Guerrero a champion or patient? He is semi-champion, semi-patient. The decider die says yes, it's going to be a walk. So Guerrero is going to go ahead and walk. And that's the third base on balls given up by Seaver. So now already Guerrero on at first, and that batter will be Green. Green got a double, an RBI, 2 RBI double his first time up. So Tom Seaver not pitching too terrific here. So let's see what happens. And that is a 1-3-3. And there's the 1-3-3. And is Green a slugger? He is a semi-slugger. The die says no. That's going to be a deep fly ball to left field. Going back for that is Cleon Jones. He's going to make the catch. Fly out to left, 1 down. Sean Green, if he was a semi-slugger, that was a 2-run bomb. Next up will be Snyder. Snyder's 0 for 1. Guerrero on at first. He's not going to go anywhere. Seaver will pitch. And of course, amazing how these dice just fly out of there. I'll redo the roll. Seaver pitches. 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? No. And is he a struggler? Absolutely not. And that's going to be a ground ball. Snyder is a lefty. And that's going to be a ground ball to first base. And that is going to be ground ball to first base. That's going to be a double play. And the inning's going to end there. 3-6-3 double play. Nothing across except a walk. Finally, Seaver has a good outing. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. As it says, double play on ground outs. So that's what it is. All right. So bottom of the third inning. Here comes Koufax. Leading off for the Mets is going to be the pitcher, Tom Seaver. He will bat. Seaver actually can hit the ball a little bit. He's a semi-scrapper. and a semi-eager. He can't hit the ball. So Koufax will pitch to Seaver. And that is a 1.55. And is he a home run king? Absolutely not. That's going to be a shallow fly ball to center field. Duke Snider will go ahead and grab that. That is 1 out. As I said, there's no hot batters, no cold batters in this game, and both teams are harmonious. Next up is Wilson. Wilson got a double his first time up. Koufax with the pitch, the left arm of God. And 1.55. And is he a home run king? Nope. That's also going to be flied out to center. Another easy play for Duke Snider. Willie Stargell said about Sandy Koufax, trying to hit Sandy Koufax is like trying to drink coffee with a fork. Don Sutton said about Sandy Koufax hitting a foul ball off of Sandy Koufax was a moral victory. Gene Mauch said about Sandy Koufax, Sandy threw what you'd call a radio ball. You heard it, but you didn't see it. Here's Backman. Backman is 0 for 1. That is a 2.56. And is he a struggler? Of course not. Is Backman a champion or patient? Nope. That's going to be infield drama. So we have infield drama here. So we'll roll these. And 36, third baseman gold. Third baseman for the Dodgers is Ron Shea. He is not gold. Let's see, 36. He is not gold. So that's going to be batter safe at first on an error. That's going to be an error on Ron Shea. So Backman's going to make it. That's going to be an E6. First error on the Dodgers. So Ron Shea commits an error. Yet Bob Uecker said he wanted to take the home run off the board because he thought it would keep Sandy Koufax out of the Hall of Fame. You want to put that President's Trophy winning 92-93 team on my table, give them a chance at the 3 straight cups they should have had in real life. They certainly disappoint. Hey, when you got players such as Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr, you really can't fail with, at least with those two. You can't fail with those two guys. So Backman on at first. The batter will be Piazza with 2 outs. Piazza popped out his last time up. And that is going to, let me see, that is batter safe at first on error. So that actually goes back to the main chart. Hope you guys are enjoying this practice game. So far I'm doing pretty well with it. Piazza will bat against Koufax. Backman on at first. And that is going to be a 3.45. And 3.45 is the iron catcher. I don't think Snider is. Let me see. Nope. Snider is not an iron catcher. Good eye. Piazza does not have a good eye. Piazza does not have a good eye. And that is going to be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. First strikeout for Koufax. So no runs, no hits. There was an error, but it stays 3-1 in favor of the Dodgers. The thing about this game to learn is the mechanics. Now, I understand the mechanics. It's a little bit difficult to choose a player because, you see, these are the all-time franchise greats. And at least in this, that you get, what their batting average was, their ERA and all that stuff. Their season sets, you don't get that. You're going to have something nearby to find out what player want to bring up, I think. So I'm not going to play. I don't think I would ever play a season of History Maker Baseball, but I may do an all-time franchise greats tournament. That I may do. Whether a one and gone or maybe a round robin or something like that. Who knows what we'll do? Who knows? Top of the 4th inning, 3-1 in favor of the boys in blue. And leading off for the Dodgers is going to be Steve Garvey, who just missed the Hall of Fame. Again. A lot of people say he belongs in there. If you want to put Steve Garvey in the Hall, kind of find it hard to argue. But I had no problem when they put. I know you guys didn't have a problem with Dick Allen and Dave Parker being put in the Hall. Garvey against Seaver, and that is a 2-4-5. And is he a hero? No. He's going to pop out to second. So that's going to be a pop fly ball to second base. That'll be caught by Backman, and we go to the player experience chart. Next up is Shea. Shea walked his first time up. We now go to the player experience chart. And that is a 45. Is he a prospect batter? No. Otherwise, hard to field, infield grounder, batter out at prospect batter. No, he is not a prospect batter. So otherwise, hard to field, infield grounder, batter out at first, active batter safe. Shea is not an active batter. He is stoic. He's out. We're going to call that a ground. We'll say that's a ground ball to third. And that's out number 2. Thank you there, Steve. Thank you there, Mr. Tower. If you go ahead and do a replay, if you ever watch the full game of this, you can go ahead and give me comments and say how good or how bad I did. But don't worry, Steve Tower. I'm not taking History Maker Baseball from you. Inside pitch, I know, is my thing, just like History Maker Baseball is yours, and Fall Classic, of course, belongs to Tony Porter. I'm not taking those games away from anybody. And of course, our Red Sox fan, well, he can play everything because he is the best. So there are 2 outs now. And here comes Campanella. So Campanella will go up against Seaver. And that is a 1-5-6. Let's see. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? No. Outfield drama. So now we go to outfield drama again. So whip, and let's see. 66. Right fielder iron. That's Strawberry. I do not believe he is iron. He is not. He is gold. He is gold. Otherwise, Strawberry is going to get on his high horse. He's going to get to that one. He's going to make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Go the Dodgers. Seaver looks like he's calmed down. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Speaking of the straw, there is Darryl Strawberry. What could have been if he couldn't stay off the junk? What could have been? Still, even though he's not in the Hall of Fame, I don't think anybody here have a problem if I say he definitely belongs in the Hall of the Very Good. I don't think anybody has a problem with that. And Darryl Strawberry had one of the most beautiful swings in baseball. I think the only guy that had a better swing than the only guy that might have had a better swing than Strawberry was Junior. So Strawberry will bat against Koufax. 4-4-4. 4-4-4. Is Strawberry a scrapper? No. That's going to be a double to right field. There are 3 stars. And is he a home run king? Yes, he is. It's not going to be a double. That's going over the fence. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Darryl Strawberry. Stadium cheers. Yay! A 4-4-4. He is not a scrapper. He's definitely a double to right field, but the 3 stars says home run king hits a home run. He certainly is that. It's 3-2. As the Mets are now within 1. Yes, Will the Thrill had another beautiful swing. Yes, he did. So now 3-2 now. As Koufax showing some signs. And the batter will be Olerud. Olerud is 0-for-1. So now nobody out, top of the 4th, 3-2 Dodgers. And that is a 1-5-5. And is Olerud a home? Is he a home run king? He is not. Instead, that's going to be a deep fly ball to center field, caught by Snyder, and that's out number 1. Olerud, not a home run king, although he did. I'm surprised he had 22 home runs. I guess they have him as a slugger. So that is going to be out number 1. Ted Williams say no more about swings. Of course. I'm sorry, Al Red Sox fan. My bad. I'm sorry about that. My bad, sir. My bad. Here comes Jones. Jones is 0 for 1. Koufax will go ahead and pitch. And that is a 1-3-5, which I know is an unusual result. So I got to go to that chart for the first time. So unusual result. So I guess I go, and that is the blue. That's blue 1 event mini chart. Blue 1, I guess that's what I do. So blue 1 event mini chart is what I'm doing here. And with bases empty, right? So blue 1 event mini chart, umpire calls, bases empty. So we got to re-roll. So we have an unusual result. And that is a 16. Strict umpire at home. France is not. Art France is respected. So Ultra Government, no. No. Other umpires, ball 4. Other umpires, ball 4, based on balls. So Koufax goes ahead and pitches one that looked like it was in the strike zone, but Art France says, no, go take your base, Cleon. So that is the first walk given up by Koufax. Towards the back of the book. Yep, I found it. Thank you, sir. I got the big book, by the way. Got the big one. So I wanted the big one. So now we have Jones on at first. And the next batter for the Mets is going to be Hojo. Hojo got a bomb. He had a bomb his first time up. So 1 out. Mets have the tying run at first base. Koufax with the pitch. 2-2-4. Let's see. Pitching at home. No. Howard Johnson, is he a slugger? Is he a slugger? He is a slugger. And that's going to be smacked. And that's going to be a double to left field. Home run legend, advanced option. He is not that. So that's going to be a double to left field. Let's see. Runners advance. 2 bases on doubles. Active runners score from first on doubles. Jones is not. So that's going to be runners at second and third on a double by Howard Johnson. I think I got that right. So Johnson now has a home run and a double in the ball game. And now runners at second and third. With still 1 out, the batter is Harrelson. And the Dodgers are going to call the infield in on that one. So let's see what they got. So Jones on at third, Johnson on at second. Koufax in a bit of a jam here. Now 3-2. So let's see what we got. So runners at second and third. Infield is in. And that is a 3-5-5. Is he struggler or gilded? No. Is Harrelson a champion? No. That's going to be a ground out. That's going to be a ground out to second base. But is he a whiffer? No, he is not a whiffer. So that's going to be a ground out to second. 3-5-5. Stoic runner on third base holds on fielder's choice. So it's a fielder's choice on ground outs. So, and Jones is not a stoic runner. Fielder's choice on ground outs. So if I follow that, it was a ground out to second base. So a fielder's choice on ground outs means that the throw goes to the plate to get Jones and the runners move up. So fielder's choice on ground out. So Jones is thrown out, even with the infield in. It doesn't say anything about that, but so Jones is thrown out at the plate, and Johnson moves to third, and Harrelson's safe at first on the fielder's choice. And that's how I'm going to read that. And there are 2 outs. So runners at first and third with 2 outs now. That will bring up the pitcher, Tom Seaver. So Seaver will come up to bat. And he is 0 for 1. So runners at first and third, 2 outs here. Mets now trail 3-2 against the Dodgers. So Koufax will pitch to Seaver. And that is a 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? Oh yeah. Swing and a miss, struck him out, inning over. And that is the second strikeout for Koufax. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk for the Mets. Darryl Strawberry goes yard, 3-2 after 4. I know a lot of you were probably wondering. It's amazing that I got History Maker Baseball. I know a lot of you people have been asking me to get this game, so I got a lot of people asking me to get History Maker. Top of the 5th, and it will be Koufax leading off, as a matter of fact. So Sandy Koufax will lead off, and he bunted his last time up. So Seaver will go ahead and pitch to Koufax, and that is 2-2-6. And batter hit by pitch, see below. Decide or die determines if batter is hit by pitch. If so, batter takes base. If not, continue the 2-2-6 batter column. The decide or die says no. So he is not hit by the pitch. Is he clean up? Of course not. It's going to be a weak fly. It's going to be a weak fly ball to left field. But instead, it's actually going to. I think that's actually going to be a strikeout instead, because it does have the whiffer, and he is a whiffer, so that's actually going to be a strikeout. That will be the 3rd strikeout for Seaver, 1 out. Does not hit Koufax. Next batter is J-Rob, most exciting player in baseball history. And, of course, one of the greatest of all time. Seaver will go ahead and pitch to Robinson. He is 1 for 2. And that is a 1-3-4. Is he a gold catcher? I don't think so. I don't think Piazza is a gold catcher. He is not. Is he a gold catcher? No. Is Robinson a champion? He is semi-champion. Decide or die says yes. That's going to be a single to left field. So Jackie Robinson will get his 2nd hit of the game. He is semi-active. May try to steal. He is semi-active. I know something about that. I know there was something about active. If he automatically got there. Hold on. So let's see. I don't think he does anything. No, I don't think so. No. He's safe. All right. So Robinson will stay at first. The batter will be Reese. So Reese is 1 for 2 with a single. So Robinson on at first, 3-2 in favor of the Dodgers. Seaver with the pitch. 1-3-5, unusual result. This time it is a red die with a man on first. So red die, black 3 event results. So red 1, black 3 event results. Memorable plays in the field. So it's a red 1, black 3, which it is. So highlight reel. So memorable plays in the field. Okay. So red 1, black 3. So let's see what that is. So red 1, black 3 event results. And that is a 23 third baseman gold. Third baseman for the Mets is Howard Johnson. I don't think he was. Nah, he's iron. So third baseman gold, no. Otherwise, it's going to be a double. That's going to be a double for Pee Wee Reese. And let's see what happens with Jackie Robinson. So it says, so line out, otherwise double. So what happens with Robinson? We go there and see. That's the mini chart. What does it say? What does it do there? So third baseman, otherwise double. Okay, fine. So what does he do here? Does he just get the 2 bases and that's it? Or does he score? And it doesn't say that in the book. Gotta be a place. I'm sure there's a place for it. I don't know if that works. Maybe that works for the other maybe the mini charts, right? Probably they still use the mini charts, I guess. So what was that 23? So active runner on third base scores on flyouts. Runners advance 1 base, 2 bases on double. Active runners score from first base on doubles. On doubles from second base on any hit. So I got to roll to see Jackie Robinson does. He is semi-active, and he is going to be active. That's going to score him. So that's going to be I believe that's how I did that. So Robinson's going to score on a double from Pee Wee Reese, and the Dodgers now make it 4-2. Hope I did that right. So RBI double for Reese, and now 4-2 in favor of the Dodgers. Go back to the main chart. So now the batter is Guerrero, and Guerrero is 0 for 1 with a walk. So Tom Seaver, right now both pitchers are now semi-fresh. So both semi-fresh pitchers, Tom Seaver and Koufax. 4-2 favor Dodgers. Pitch 5-5-5. Is he an ace or a star? Yes, he is. That's going to be a deep fly ball to right field. Deep fly out to right field. Does Reese, let's see, runners advance. Let's see here. I think Reese stays at second. Deep fly ball to right field. That's going to be an out. And that's 2 outs. Deep fly ball right field. And he is out of there. So 2 outs. And now the batter is Green. Green is 1 for 2 with a double. So 2 outs here. Seaver will pitch. And that is, wow. God, I'm getting triples over the place. 1-1-1. Is he an ace? Of course he is. Ground out to third base. Handled easily there by Johnson. He's going to throw to first to get Green. And that will end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits for the Dodgers. And we go to the bottom of the 5th in this practice game. Hope everyone's enjoying this. I am. This is a fun game to play. Always was. It's fun to watch, too. Koufax back on the mound, top of the order for the Mets. Here's Mookie Wilson. He is 1 for 2. Koufax will pitch. And that is a 1-2-6. Is he fresh? He is semi-fresh now. The decider die says no. Is Wilson a sad sack? No, he is not. That's going to be a single past second base. So Wilson will get a base hit, and he'll head to first. Wilson is also semi-active. He is on first base. So Koufax. So now everybody is. So now So now everyone spraying everything on here. So Wilkie on first. That'll bring up Backman. Backman is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. So Wilson on at first. Koufax will pitch to Backman here. Actually, that was a 1-2-6. That's actually the different chart. That's the blue. That is the baseball right now chart. And let's see. It's supposed to roll 2 dice, Robert. We'll get this right one of these days. Let's see. 33. Hot pitcher. I'm going to say, I said everybody was hot. Nobody was hot or cold. I'm going to say Koufax, though, is not hot. So otherwise, it's going to be driven into right field for a base hit. So Wally Backman's going to get a hit. So, and that is a 3. So let's see. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit, single or double. So Wilson will wind up at third, and Backman's on at first. Now the Mets have got something going on here. So a base hit by Backman, and now the batter is Piazza. Piazza's 0 for 2. Infield's going to play back. Still nobody out. Bottom of the 5th. 4-2 favor the Dodgers in this practice game. So Koufax will pitch to Piazza here. And that is a 2-3-4. 2-3-4. Runners on base. Yes. Plate drama. Plate drama. And that is a 1-4. Is Koufax a control pitcher? Yes. Places ball for called strike. Places ball for called strike. And now we go, I think, to the umpire chart. Go to appropriate umpire mini chart to continue the at-bat. Whatever that is. Appropriate umpire mini chart. So let's see. So I guess I go to the blue event. Okay, the blue events. That is a 1-4. So a blue event mini chart. Umpire calls runners on first and third. Okay, so we re-roll that. So 35. Umpire at second base, which is Ballanfant. Umpire at second base. Runner steals second. Runner steals second despite close throw from catcher. Other umpires call runner out. Batter still at bat. Umpire at second base, which he is, but let me see here. Umpire at second base, question mark. Well, there is an umpire at second base, so runner steals second despite close throw from catcher. Other umpires call runner out. Batter still at bat. I don't get that. I don't get that. It just says umpire at second base, question mark. It says, okay, fine. But there is an umpire at second base. It's not asking me. So that doesn't make any sense to me. It says umpire at second base, question mark. So what am I supposed to roll for here? Or, umpire at second base, runner steals second despite close throw from catcher. Other umpires call runner out. Batter still at bat. Well, the umpire at second base is Lee Ballanfant. But, I mean, what, if the umpire is not at second base or something? I don't get that. Let's find out what that means. Let's look at the book. Umpires. Let's see here. Let's see. Cards. These cards also have umpire cards as well. You can set umpires randomly, divided into crews. Umpire calls are generated from device or or roll a blue die. That could also come from certain orange-colored results in the plate drum and card. In each case, you roll again on the umpire call chart that corresponds to the runners on base and the result of the at-bat. Okay, well, I did, and it just said the answer there, Al. What I rolled is a 35. Umpire at second base. Runner steals second despite close throw from catcher. But what am I checking here? The umpire at second base is Lee Ballanfant, but it doesn't say to check anything. No questionable or anything like that. So what am I rolling? What am I rolling for here? It says umpire at second base. Runner steals second despite close throw from catcher. Other umpires, the runner out, batter still at bat. Or is that just telling me that the umpire at second base, the runner steals second, but the other umpires called the runner out? So Backman would be out at second base. Is the umpire questionable? If not out, I believe. He is not questionable. So I guess maybe, but it doesn't say questionable here. It just says umpire at second base with a question mark. So let me find that out, because that's a big play act. That's actually a big play. So let's find out. It's a practice game. So that's what we do. We practice. So it doesn't say anything about that, though. Umpire at second base. Maybe the question mark means questionable. I guess maybe you are right. I think maybe you are right. Maybe it's supposed to say questionable umpire at second base. And they just couldn't put, and they couldn't put the word, and they probably couldn't put the word questionable in there. I think it is. I think the word is questionable. I think you're correct. And the reason why I'm saying that is because instead of, I think you're right. You're right. Because it has questionable up top here, and then 3 it says. So obviously, instead of using questionable twice, they just went ahead and put the umpire there. I get it. All right. So it's questionable umpire. All right. So questionable umpire at second base. Runner steals second despite close throw from catcher. Well, he is not questionable. Therefore, other umpires call runner out. So Backman's going to be out. Do that, and there's one out. You are correct, Al, Red Sox fan, as usual, sir. So that's going to be a throw out from Roy Campanella, 1 down. But Piazza's still at the plate. That is correct. That is right. So Wilson on at third, but now 1 out as Backman went ahead and got I don't know why Backman even steal, but okay. Re-roll. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? Of course he is. Struck him out, and Piazza does not have a good eye. So that is going to be strikeout number 3 for Koufax, 2 down. And now here's the straw. Those are the nooks and crannies we have to get used to. That is true. Straw hit a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Koufax will pitch. That is a 2-6-6. And runner on first thrown out. There isn't one. Is he the leadoff batter? No, he is not. That's going to be a fly out to right. That'll be handled by Sean Green. And that will end the inning. No runs. 2 hits. A stolen base. It remains 4-2 in favor of the Dodgers. As Al Red Sox fan says, those are their nooks and crannies. And he is usually 100% right. All right. Top of the 6th inning. Seaver back on the mound. And Duke Snider will lead off for the Dodgers. He is 0 for 2. And that is a 1-3-3. And is Duke Snider a slugger? Is Duke Snider a slugger? Yes, he is. And that ball wound up. That ball was hit in Shea Stadium, and I think it wound up at Yankee Stadium. Kaboom! That ball is pretty high. That ball is pretty deep. And that ball is pretty gone. Home run, Duke Snider. Stadium groans. Duke Snider gets a hold of one. That's a clean home run to center field. And the Dodgers now have a 5-2 lead. So the terrific one, Tom Seaver, having that kind of day, I guess. Here's Garvey. Garvey is 0 for 2. Seaver will pitch. And that is a 2-6-6. And runner on first, no. Is he leadoff batter? No, he's not. That's fly out to right. That'll be grabbed by the straw, one down. Sooner or later, the one thing about playing chart is sooner or later you'll memorize what happens with these charts. That's one of the reasons why I'm not really a fan of chart games, but that's okay. Here's Shea. Shea is 0 for 1 with a walk. Seaver will pitch, and that is 1-1-6. And is he fresh? He is semi-fresh. The decider die says, yes, he is fresh. That's a strikeout. And that is going to be the 4th K for Seaver. 2 down. And now Campanella. Campanella's 0 for 1 with a walk. Seaver will pitch. And that is a 2-3-3. And is he an ace or star? Of course he is. Ground ball to short. Taken care of there by Harrelson. Over to first it goes. And that will end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit. A solo bomb by Duke Snider. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Koufax back on the mound. And leading off for the Mets is going to be John Olerud. He's 0 for 2. Koufax, they'll go ahead and deal. And that is a 4-5-6. And is Olerud patient? Semi-patient. Decider die says yes. He draws a walk. Olerud will track to first on a walk. And that is only the 2nd walk given up by Sandy Show Me the Koufax. The left arm of God will now face Jones, and he's 0 for 1 with a walk. Olerud on it first. Jones will go ahead and pitch. 3-6-6. Is he a pinch hitter? No. That's going to be a fly out to center. Fly ball to center field, grabbed by Snider. And that is out number 1. Here's Johnson. Hojo is 2 for 2. A bomb and a double. Koufax. He'll pitch. 2-3-6. And double control or dynamic. He is not double control. He is not a double control or dynamic. He is single control. So, now if that's the case, does he still get the ground out to the pitcher, or he has to be double control or dynamic? So, let me check that real quick. I think ID Jester joins us here. A little practice game of History Maker Baseball, sir. Still learning the game. So it's asking me to be double control or dynamic. Since he is not double control or dynamic, he is single control, but he's not double control. So if that's the case, then I'm going to skip that. Pitcher batting, no, it is not. That's going to be a walk. So Olerud goes to second, Johnson to first, and now the Mets have runners at First and second with one out. Yeah, double control, but he doesn't have double control. He only has single control. So I know about the double control rule that the next batter is out as well, but he was only single control. So I guess it only works if it's double control, I guess. So I'm gonna figure that. I'll check that. We'll get this right one of these days. Here comes Harrelson. Harrelson is 0 for 2. Runners at first and second. Mets trying to get back into this. 5-2. They're down. Koufax. 1-2-4. Now is he control? Yes. Ground out to the shortstop, and that's going to be a double play. That'll be a ground ball to short. Over to a Reese. Reese gets it over to Robinson and back to Garvey, and that will end the inning. So a 6-4-3 double play. Nothing across except a couple of walks. 5-2 in favor of the Dodgers in this practice game. I think you're probably right, Al. I think you probably are. But as I said, I'm just going to go with what the book says because it's not double control. So, and I know there are pitchers that have double control. But like I said, you're probably right, but I'm going to go ahead and play it like I thought, like a right there. I'll get the rule book better. Here's Seaver. As we now go to the top of the seventh, both pitchers are still semi-fresh. They'll lose that for the next inning. We'll probably go to pinch hitters. Actually, Seaver due to bat first in the seventh inning, so this is going to be his last inning. Koufax is going to bat though. Koufax is going to stay out there. So Koufax is 0 for 2. And that is a 3-3-6. Is the Acer dynamic? Yes, he is. That's going to be a fly out to center field. And we go to the right now chart, I believe. Out number 1 as Koufax is out of there. And that's in red. So we will go to the player experience chart. Next batter is J. Rob. He is 2 for 3, 2 singles. Seaver will deal. And that is a 1-2. And that is only two dice, Robert. 1-5. Is he a cold batter? No. No, he doesn't. Batter pounces on pitch for single through shortstop. Robinson is 2 for 3 anyway. There's no way he's a cold batter. So he's going to get a single. So now Robinson is 3 for 4. And now the batter is Reese. And I think you're right, Al. Like I said, I think you are. Reese is 2 for 3. Once again, J. Rob gets on base. Seaver will pitch. And 3-6-6. And is he Reese a pinch hitter? No, that's going to be a fly out to center, 2 away. Robinson stays put. And now Guerrero. Guerrero is 0 for 2 with a walk. So 2 men down. Seaver will pitch. And that is a 2-6-6. And runner on first, thrown out. Yep, Jackie Robinson is going to get thrown out. I guess that's a pickoff play. I guess it's considered a pickoff. So maybe, I guess. But whatever it is, Jackie Robinson's thrown out. Maybe he'll try to steal, but that's going to be it for him. And that's going to end the inning, as a matter of fact. So no runs and a hit for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 7, 5-2. I'm not going to do a 7th inning stretch. We're already an hour 24 into the stream, and I actually want to watch the football game. Although, according to you guys in the chat, the football game ain't all that good. Koufax is going to come out 14-3 Notre Dame. As usual, Al Red Sox fan confirms my theory. Pinch hitter coming in for Seaver. That is going to be it for him. So the Mets are going to go to the bench. And that is going to be it for Seaver. So let's see who they're going to bring on to pitch to look back to Koufax. And it is going to be, they're going to go with, let's see. Koufax, of course, is a lefty. Coming on to pinch hit for the Mets is going to be Captain America, David Wright, 2007. David Wright that year, 325 average. He had 30 home runs. Captain America, David Wright will pinch hit for Seaver. So Koufax will go ahead and he will pitch. And that is a 2-4-4. And is he an ace? Of course he is. Fly ball center field. And that will be out number 1. Next up is Wilson. Wilson is 2 for 3. Koufax. Let's see. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? Mookie Wilson is a semi-hero. Decide or Die says yes. It's going to be a base hit. Mookie Wilson will get a single, his 3rd hit of the game. So Wilson doing pretty well today. Here comes Backman. Backman is 1 for 3, a single and reached on an error. Wilson not going anywhere. You're down 5-2. You're not going anywhere here. So Koufax will pitch to Backman. And 1-2-2. And is he a workman? No, he is not. Champ or whiffer? Backman is neither. That's going to be a line out to third base for out number 2. And now Piazza, and he is 0 for 3. Pitch coming from Koufax. That's a 1-3-6. Is he an ace? Of course he is. And no, Piazza does not have a good eye. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. That is the 4th strikeout for Koufax. So no runs and a hit for the Mets. Down 5-2 to the Dodgers. And we'll go to the 8th. And let's see. Pedro Guerrero leads off for the Dodgers. You have 2 righties and a lefty coming up. And the Mets are going to go with, coming on to pitch for the Mets is going to be Armando Benitez, 1989. Armando Benitez. Now, if I'm correct, as soon as a pitcher, as a relief pitcher, first comes in, I think he's what? Double, what is he? Double something like that? Sort of a pitcher comes in. Or a new pitcher comes in, I think there's something about that. Relief pitchers are considered fresh for their first inning of action and semi-fresh for the second. Let's note that fresh does not carry over to the next inning. A relief pitcher, that is, if he enters the game. Additionally, relief pitchers that enter the game after an inning has begun are given the ace quality after the first batter they face. They already have the ace quality, considered double ace for the first batter they face. Note that if a relief pitcher starts the inning, he does not get the ace bonus. So he's starting the inning. So okay, so he does not get the ace. So he does not get the ace quality because he's not starting it. Okay, so I get it. But he is fresh. Armando Benitez will pitch to Guerrero to start the 8th. And that is a 1-4-6. Is he flash? Double flash. So that's going to be a strikeout. That is double flash. So does that mean he strikes out Guerrero and he strikes out the next batter? Let's find out. He's double flash. So let's check that out. He really could have done this rule book a little bit. So let's see. Double qualities. A certain pitcher has exceptional power control. For these pitchers, the specific quality is called for that create 2 out instead of 1. A pitcher with double flash will strike out the batter faced and the next batter as well. And a pitcher with double control will retire the batter face, as indicated in the main chart, will retire the next batter the same way. Double results do not carry over the next inning. In other words, if there are already 2 outs in the inning, the flash quality is asked for the main chart. A double flash pitcher will retire only batter faced. So, okay. So he strikes out Guerrero and he strikes out Green. So he strikes out Guerrero and Sean Green, 2 outs. And now the batter will be Snyder. And Snyder hit a bomb his last time up. So 2 outs here now, top of the 8th. Benitez, 4-4-5. And is he a workman? No, he is not. Is Snyder patient? No, he is not. That's going to be a ground out to first, and the inning is over. So a nice inning for Armando Benitez. 1, 2, 3, go the Dodgers. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Sandy Koufax, I think he's going to continue to pitch here in the bottom of the 8th. I know he's no longer fresh. So we'll just check the thing on that for fresh. Yeah, so he is no longer fresh. So he's no longer fresh or semi-fresh. So let's go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Darryl Strawberry leads off for the Mets. Still got a good amount of people watching. Thank you for staying with me, guys, in this practice game for History Maker. Koufax will pitch to Strawberry. 1-3-6. And is he an ace? Yes, he is. Struck him out. And no, Strawberry does not have a good eye. So that is going to be the 5th K for Koufax. 1 out. And now here's Olerud. Olerud is 0-for-2 with a walk. Koufax, 3-4-4. Is he a prospect? Is he a prospect, Olerud? No, is Koufax a prospect? No. No. Is Olerud patient? Semi-patient. Decider die says yes. And he is on base with a walk. John Olerud draws a base on balls, and the next batter is Jones. Jones is 0-for-2 with a walk. Jones will go ahead and he will bat against Koufax. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? Yes, he is. Line out to third base. 2 down. As Jones goes ahead and gets nailed there. And now here's Hojo. Howard Johnson, 2-for-3, 2-for-2, a home run and a double. Koufax will pitch. And that is 1-4-4. And is he flash? Yes, he is. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that will do the inning. 6 strikeout for Koufax. Nothing across except a walk. On to the 9th. 5-2 Dodgers. Benitez is going to pitch another inning. I don't think he's fresh anymore. So Armando Benitez will stay out there. Steve Garvey will lead off for the Dodgers here at Shea Stadium. So Garvey is 0-for-3. So Benitez is now semi-fresh, and he'll pitch to Garvey. And 2-5-6. Struggler, no. Champion or patient? Garvey is semi-champion. The decider die says no. That's infield drama. So infield drama coming up. And that is 56. Is the first baseman gold? John Olerud is semi-gold. Decider die says no. Otherwise, ball sails overhead. Batter safe at first. So Garvey's going to be safe at first base with a single. So Garvey gets his first hit here. So Garvey on at first. And now the batter is the Penguin. And he's 0 for 2 with a walk. Go back to the main chart. Benitez will pitch. And that is 4-4-5. Is he a workman? No, he is not. Is Ron Shea patient? Semi-patient. Decider die says yes. And that is a walk by Benitez. So now runners at first and second. Nobody out. And here comes Campanella. Campanella's 0 for 2 with a walk. Yes, Davo 9. I did pick up the game and the series and the set. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Dodgers lead 5-2 in this practice game. Benitez will go ahead and pitch. And that is a 3-3-6. Is he ace or dynamic? Yes, he is. Fly out to center field. Stoic runner. Let's see. And fly out to center field. And 1 out. Runners will hold. So fly out to center. We're going to see a pinch hitter for Koufax, as Koufax is going to come out of the game, as they're going to bring in probably someone to pitch the bottom of the ninth. So let's see who the Dodgers want to bring in to pitch, bring in a bat. And they are going to go see Benitez a righty. So they're going to go with who they bring in the bat. Coming on to bat for the Dodgers is going to be Maury Wills, 1962. He's a switch hitter, so they will use him. So Maury Wills will go up against Benitez, 1 out. Still runners at first and second. Benitez will pitch. And that is a 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? No, he is not. That's going to be a ground. That's going to be a ground out. That's going to be a double play. And he is batting from the left side. So that is going to be a ground ball to first. And that's going to be a 3-6-3 double play. And that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, and a walk. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. But are we going to see some practice ninth inning magic? The Dodgers need to bring on a pitcher. We got a 3-run lead, not a 1-run lead. So I'm going to have them bring in Kenley Jansen. Kenley Jansen will come on to pitch for the Dodgers. He had a 1.88 ERA in 2013. So the Dodgers will go with Kenley Jansen. And at the bottom of the order for the Mets, Bud Harrelson, the leadoff batter. May see a pinch hitter for him. And I think we will. I have another shortstop. So we're going to see a pinch hitter for against Jansen instead of Harrelson. So Harrelson going to come out. And we need a lefty, I think. And that is going to be someone who belongs in the Hall of Fame. Coming on to pinch hit for the Mets will be Keith Hernandez, who should be in the Hall of Fame. 1986 Keith Hernandez. So he'll go up against Kenley Jansen, bottom of the 9th inning. Jansen, let's see here. 2.56. Is he a struggler? No. Is Hernandez champion or patient? Semi-patient. Decide or die says yes. And Hernandez will draw the walk. So a leadoff walk for the Mets, and we'll see a pinch hitter for Armando Benitez, as he will come out of the game. And we'll see who goes up against Jansen now. And it is going to be, coming on to pinch hit for the Mets is going to be 1975 Rusty Staub. Rusty Staub, 282 average and 19 home runs that year. So Rusty Staub will pinch hit for the pitcher. Jansen will pitch to him. Nobody else. Bottom of the 9th. 5-2. Jansen will pitch. 2-3-3. Is he an ace or a star? Yes, he is. That's going to be a ground out to the shortstop, and it's a fielder's choice. So Hernandez is out. Staub will take first. 1 down. And the next batter is Mookie. Mookie is 3 for 4. He's had a good night tonight. Rusty Staub deserves to be in the Expo set. He may be in the Expo set as well, Cutter. I think he is also in the Expo set. Yeah, you have Mike Piazza in the Mets set. Staub wasn't with the Mets in 1975. Unless this is a mistake. Unless this is a mistake. Yeah, he was. That's what I thought. He was. So, all right. So Staub on at first. Wilson the batter, and that is a 1-2-4. Is he a control pitcher? Yes, he is. That's going to be a ground out to the shortstop, and that's going to do the game because that's going to be a double play. So a ground ball to short, picked up by Pee Wee Reese, throws it over to J-Rob at second, over to Garvey at first. That's your game, and that is going to be not a happy recap from my Mets. The Dodgers are going to win the game 5-2. Stadium groans. So that is a practice game between the Mets and the Dodgers here on History Maker Baseball, and I do like it. I never said I didn't like it. Final line score. Let's see. Dodgers 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dodgers 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Mets 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Sandy Koufax will get the win, and Tom Seaver will get the loss. Kenley Jansen will wind up with will actually get a save. Well, guys, people say, I should get more stuff on my channel, and now you had Hockey Bones, you got Arkham Horror, and you've got History Maker Baseball now. I may try to do a series. I may try to do some more Hockey Bones because I really want to play more of that game. That game is actually a lot of fun. So I want a little more hockey, before I start the 1983 season. For those of you wondering about Inside Pitch, we are 1 week away from the 1983 Inside Pitch demo game, and it will feature the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Baltimore Orioles. It will be at Memorial Stadium. That is next Sunday at noon. So we're 1 week away from the 1983 demo game for Inside Pitch, which will officially kick off the 83 replay with opening day, of course, on January 6th between the Braves and the Reds. So Inside Pitch is just a little more than 2 weeks away before we start the 1983 season. And I know you guys are looking forward to getting Inside Pitch back on there. So many of you join me in the chat, so thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay Stay strong. And maybe we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Los Angeles Dodgers beat my Mets 5-2 in a nice exhibition game here of History Maker Baseball. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Love all of you.